All right, so the first tool we're going to talk about is called the drill press, and the drill press is essentially used to drill holes in wood. So something like that, as you can see, you can go either all the way through the piece of wood, or sometimes you could drill the hole just halfway through the wood, depending on what you need. And the way that a drill press works is that you have a drill bit in this chuck right here, and as it's spinning very, very quickly, it cuts a hole into the wood. And so what you need to select before drilling a hole is a drill bit. The drill bits look something like this, and they come in different sizes depending on the size of the hole you want. So you need to figure out which bit you want to use before you start drilling. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a drill bit and you're going to install it in this chuck. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to slide the drill bit up into the drill press, and you're going to turn the black piece here and the black piece here in opposite directions. So I'm going to turn this one in counterclockwise direction while turning this one in a clockwise direction, and that will tighten the drill bit into the drill. Now what you need to make sure when you're installing that is that it is installed straight up and down. If it's coming off at an angle, you're not going to be able to drill. It's going to be quite dangerous. You need to make sure that it's going straight up and down, and you'll notice right away when you turn the machine on whether you've done that correctly. But you should eyeball it at first just to see with your eyes once it's installed if it's straight. You should be able to tell, but if not, you'll be able to tell when you turn on the machine. So again, when it comes to installing the drill bit, you're going to need to fit it up into the chuck. So you might have to loosen it a little bit by turning it in a counterclockwise direction until the drill bit can fit up into the chuck, like so. Once it's there, you're going to turn the bottom piece counterclockwise while the top piece is going clockwise to tighten down on those jaws, and now that drill bit is in there very tightly and very securely. And when you want to loosen it, when you want to take it out, again, the bottom piece is going clockwise, top piece is going counterclockwise. Loosen it, and you should be able to take the drill bit out. Once again, just like that. All right, you need to be very careful that when you install your drill bit, you're not installing it on an angle. So it is possible. It is possible to install the drill bit in the following way, which you do not want to do, on an angle. And as you can see, as it spins, it's going to be in a different location. So it's not straight up and down at the moment. So you need to make sure when you're installing that, it's going straight up and down like so. In terms of safety, the main safety feature on this drill press is this guard right here. So this guard is meant to be a second line of defense to keep my eyes safe. So this piece of plastic needs to be located between where the drill press is going to be contacting the wood and my eyes. So it's no good up like this, and it's no good down like this, because I can still see directly to the drill bit. It's got to be up so that it is directly in between the drill bit and my eyes. Before drilling, we need to do a couple things. The first is we need to mark where we want to cut on the wood. And the way we do that is we use something called crosshairs, which is two straight lines moving perpendicular to one another to mark where we want to drill, like an X, just like that. And then we're going to take a tool called an awl, which essentially just has a sharp point on the tip of it, and we're going to mark where we want to drill. Right in the middle of those crosses, we're going to push down, maybe give it a quick bang. And now we have successfully marked the middle of our crosshair where we want to be drilling. The next thing we want to do is make sure that we have a way to secure our work on our table so that the work is secure. We have access to these tabletop vices, which have two jaws that move in and out to clamp our material in place. So as you can see, when I put my material in between the jaws and tighten down on them, the wood is now secure and unable to move. All right, now that our drill bit is securely in place and our workpiece has been secured to the vise, we're ready to start drilling, making sure that our guard is located between the work area and our eyes. The way we lower the drill press is by holding on to this feed lever securely and gently turning it, lowering the drill bit. Okay? The drill bit is going to do the work. You don't need to push hard. If the drill bit is sharp enough, it should drill into the material quite easily as long as you're gently lowering the drill bit into the workpiece. So again, once the guard is secured in place, you're going to pull out on the red lever, the safety stop, and you're going to hit the green button. Now that the drill press is spinning, you're going to securely hold the table vise and again gently lower the feed lever and drill your hole. Now, once you've drilled your hole, you're not going to release the feed lever. You're going to gently raise it back up and then wait until the drill bit has stopped before you inspect your material by releasing it, shaking off the dust, and checking your work. So in some cases, you may be cutting a piece of wood that's a little bit too big for the tabletop vise. In this case, you're going to need to use the tabletop fence and the stop block, which can be moved accordingly in the following way. And you're going to use these to push and hold your piece securely in this corner here. So applying a little bit pressure to the right and back towards the fence. Once you've done that, you're going to need to apply a clamp to the side of your workpiece. So one of these F clamps should work fine. And then at this point, your workpiece has been secured. It's not going to move to the right because of the stop block. It's not going to move back because of the fence. And this clamp is going to add some added security. In the same way, you're going to turn the drill press on and make your cut. You can remove the clamp. And inspect your workpiece. Now in some special cases you may want to use this contraption here along this side, which is essentially a guide to allow you to drill to specific depths. So this piece here can move up and down either by turning it like a screw or by pressing this button release here and moving this piece up and down. Typically, if you're drilling through an entire piece, you're going to want to keep it as high as you can and out of the way so that your drill can move in a full range of motion. In some cases where you only want to drill to a certain depth, you may want to make an adjustment to this piece. For example, if I make this adjustment here, my drill is only going to be able to travel about 2 centimeters, as you can see. And then this stop hits this piece of iron, and I can't drill any deeper. So this piece here can be adjusted to make different depths of cut. So that's the basics of the drill press. If you are feeling uncomfortable about using this power tool, we do have hand drills you can use instead, but this machine can definitely speed up the process and make more accurate and precise cuts. Have fun and make sure to stay safe.